You the maid, so you bag. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty.
Beating that up.
I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening?
Hey, Tosh, turn me up.
What's up, GW gang? Welcome back to Gabby's World, and I am back with another video. And today I will be sharing with you guys my top biggest 10 pet peeves. And I don't know how much of a top biggest 10 pet peeves, but it's just the top 10 that could come up to the top of my head. And this video will give you guys a chance to get to know me on an inside a little bit better, since I gave a really bad intro video and I didn't really tell much about myself. However, today, through these biggest pet peeves, you guys will be able to get to know me. And I just want to also apologize to you guys for not posting last week. I was having a really rough week and I needed a moment to get myself together, and I got myself together and I am back and I'm ready. The grind don't stop. So before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to follow all my social media, which will be right here on the screen below and in the description down below. And make sure you follow my video editor, Chrissy, and her social media will be on the screen as well and in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's get into these pet peeves. Let's do this. I'm ready. And I got my little cheat sheet, as you guys know. But so my number one biggest pet peeve would be fake people. I just do not like dishonesty, and I take friendship a little too serious because that's just how I am. I'm always the one to put my all into something. I'm the type of person where I'll be there for someone, like partner wise or friendship wise, 110%. Like I'll be there till the wheels fall off, and even when the wheels fall off. So that's just how I am. So like I do not appreciate dishonesty back in return. So, and I hate people that like smile in your face, and like people smile in your face and then go behind your back and talk shit about you behind your back, or just anything that. And I just don't like fake people at all. Not my cup of tea. I rather not. I usually only find out the hard ways of the people that were around me are fake. Keep your eyes open. Listen to those red flags, guys. I'm telling you, they're there for a reason. The number two. So the second one is hanging up on me. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my mom, if it's my best friend. I hate when people hang up on me. If we don't say later or bye or I love you until the last second, you're not hanging up on me. But if we're in the middle of a conversation and you hang up on me, that's a problem and that's an issue, and I'm gonna be mad. So that would be number two. And with number three, we have comparing me to somebody else or something else. Now that would be up there with fake people, because, and it's been like this since I was a little girl, like hate getting compared to somebody else. Like I used to hate when my mom would be like, well, and she would name a friend of mine at the time and be like, well, Sally is like this, Sally done this, or Sally has good grades like this, why can't you be like that? And just always compare me to somebody else. And that I hate, because I am my own person. I am not nobody else. I'm me. I am Gabby. So I hated getting compared to somebody else. That's just the biggest pet peeve of mine. And ignore that. My curtain is the wind, and this gets in the candle, so I had to tie it up and put that one in the back behind me. I mean up there. But anyways, so with number four, we have when someone comes over my place, they start touching things more than what they asked for. For example, if someone comes over my house and I'll be like, hey, can I look at like this trophy? Or hey, can I look at this candle? Let me make it more realistic. Hey, let me can I look at this candle? And then they'll be like, and then I'll be like, yeah, you could go ahead, smell it, do whatever. But all of a sudden, they start touching some, like, other candles and other items in my, and like going through my clothes and looking through my closet to look at the clothes that I have. It's like, I don't mind people doing that, but just ask first. Like, oh, can I do it? It's just, it's respect and it's matters, because I wouldn't go into somebody's house and just be like, let me touch this, let me touch everything, let me just, you know, just touch it, everything. That's not how I am. It's like, I would respect that. I would want that respect back. Brings me to number 5. And with number 5 here, we have throwing things that you have done for me in my face. And this is a really big one for me, because like I mentioned earlier, I have a big heart. I do a lot. If you ask any of my friends, I do a lot for all of my friends, but I don't throw it back in their face. Now, in the past, I had friends that when they did one small thing for me, they would throw it back in my face, and then they would like just think it's okay. And it's not. Okay, big whoop, you paid, or you helped me pay for one thing, or whatever the case may be. But look at all the things I've done for you. And I'm not even gonna sit here. I'm not even the type of person that if I'm getting into an argument with you and you're listing all the things you've done for me, I'm not gonna sit here and list all the things that you've done, that I've done for you, because I'm not gonna stoop down to your level. I'm not like you. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, I did this, and the third and the fourth and the fifth. That's just not me. So, and it's just not it's not a good feeling to throw it back in somebody's face for what you've done for them, because it just makes them feel like, well, damn, like it makes that person feel like a burden. I can't speak on anybody else, but to me it feels like I was a burden, and that person was just, you know, felt forced to help me or whatever the case is. And that is, I never want to make people, I'm already an independent person, and it takes a lot for me to ask somebody for anything. So, and when I do, that's how you know that I really need it. So it's like, don't make me feel already like I'm a burden when I'm already felt like a burden even asking you in the first place. It's number 5 would be throwing things back in my face that you've done for me. Number 6 is staring at me. And I don't know if it's just because I'm a New Yorker or what it is, but I truly hate when people stare at me. And like, for example, like if I'm on the train or if I'm walking and then people are just like, so it's like, I don't know if it's because it's like, don't be in my business.
Excuse me? You in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
Like, you're staring at me and you're making me uncomfortable, and I don't like feeling uncomfortable. So don't stare at me. And my friends know when they're around me and someone stares at me, I'm instantly like, the fuck you looking at? Because it's like, the fuck you looking at? You don't need to be staring at me. Take a picture, it will last longer. Well, don't actually take a picture, that is creepy as fuck. But it's just simple like that, you know? Number 7. Number 7 is getting interrupted without an apology. For example, if I'm talking and then like you just start talking without saying, I'm sorry not to cut you off. If you say not to cut you off, or I'm sorry not to cut you off, or I'm sorry, then that's fine, then I don't care. But if you just like, if I'm talking and then you're just like, yeah, well, this, yeah, well, that. I recently realized that I did that before a lot of the times, but I feel like I'm doing better and working on like saying, I'm sorry not to cut you off, but this, because my friends know that I have a little bit of a short memory. So it's like, if I have something to say, I need to say it like in that moment, or else I'm gonna forget. So I just think when I interrupt them, I'll be like, I'm sorry not to cut you off, and I'll continue to what I have to say, and then they'll go back to what they say, you know, and I'll try to remember the pinpoint of where they were at, so we could continue their conversation to what they had to say before. So that's all I need, is just, hey, not to cut you off, and then continue with what you want to say, or hey, I'm sorry, but blah 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 blah. I just need like a quick 2-second, I'm sorry, not to cut you off type of apology. 2-second apology, and then we're good to go and we're ready, and that's it. Which brings me to my last one. I know I said I have 10, but I couldn't really think of any on the top of my head. So it's just gonna be 8. I mean, it's better than 5 or like 4 and calling it my top 10. So it's gonna be my top 8. My top 8 biggest pet peeves. And the last one with number 8 is leaving a little bit of something left in the fridge and then putting it back in the fridge. If it's like a little bit of milk, can you just finish it or like throw it out or something? Well, don't waste it, but like, can you just finish it? It's like a little bit, like a little drop of milk, not literally a little drop, but like a splash of milk. Like, you could use that for something like easy, like coffee or cereal or whatever the case is. Don't just put that little bit in the fridge. That gets under my skin. Like, just don't do that unless you literally have nothing to use that little splash for. Then to put it back in the fridge, but finish it like within the next couple hours or like a day or two. After that, it just irritates me so much, and that is not a good no. I get really, really mad. I think we are done. So this is a quick list of my top biggest pet peeves. So I hope you guys learned a little something about me. Maybe it told you guys about the type of person that I am. And thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys, I'll see you GW gang in the next video. Have a good day, folks.
What was happening? Bitch, I'm a savage. Classic, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, next. Hacking, stupid, what's happening?
Hey, Tosh, show me up.